Long time no see. It has been forever. And I don't know, got the random urge to go live this morning on the way to work. So if for whatever reason you do tune in, you got about 25 minutes just to kick it with me. It's been about a year, if I'm not mistaken. And it's long overdue. Long overdue. But yeah, if you're hanging out, man, say what's up. Ask a question. Tell me what you got going on. You got 24 minutes to hang out with me for a bit. Outside of that, more content coming later. But this is gonna start being a regular thing. So, yeah. If you on the way to work, let me know where you work at. Put it in the comment section. Tell me what you into. You working on a certification? Tell me what's up. Let's see. If you got some kind of goal that you're working towards, that you're up this early in the morning and getting after it, tell me what that is too. Outside of that, just kick it with me. While I'm just burning time, I'll tell y'all a little bit of stuff that's been going on. So, so over the course of the past year and a half, personal stuff, man, a lot of growing, a lot of figuring myself out, and it's extremely overwhelming trying to do that and maintain content, because I was faking it a lot of times. I was faking how good I was feeling. I was stressed out, all that good stuff. Sorry, work phone. Stressed out, all that good stuff. And, you know, I don't know, man, it made my content feel, and so I was like, all right, I need to take a step back. I need to take a step back and really analyze this and figure out, why does it feel like I'm faking? You know, why does it feel like, I'm just putting on a show, just a puppet show. Just lying through my teeth, saying everything smooth when it wasn't. However, for the past year, I've been progressing in a very good way, heading in a very positive direction, still working my tail off. You know, I'm still a wireless network engineer, you know, for those of you that are curious what's been going on. And yeah, I've definitely hit that mid-level point of my career, to where, you know, I'm a wireless engineer. You know, there's 2 wireless admins on my team. You know, we're all getting after it. We're traveling, we're working, we're putting stuff together, we're picking stuff up, putting stuff down, putting access points in the ceiling, you know, all kinds of high level stuff. Driving and being on live is a little difficult when people can't drive. So excuse me if I look like I'm looking around a lot. I'm just trying to make sure I don't kill myself dealing with these folks. But anyways, yeah, man, so a lot's been going on, and I feel like I'm finally in a comfortable place to where, you know, I can make content and it can be authentic, and it's not me just faking, or me just, you know, trying to create content for the sake of creating content, because it's never really been about getting attention or anything like that. It's been about, you know, using this platform as a means to keep myself motivated. Where are you from? I'm from Detroit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. But I spent some time in the military, so that means I bounced all over a little bit, and it eventually landed me in North Carolina. But yeah, no, dang, you made me lose my train of thought. So, yeah, no, anyways, I'm finally in a comfortable place to where I feel like I can make content and it can be authentic. It can be exactly what I'm thinking, exactly what I'm working on, exactly what I'm doing. And it's not me faking, it's not me forcing it. You know, it's just me being me, you know, and trying to motivate you guys as much as I motivate myself, because there's a lot of things that I've been getting after lately. Well, not really getting after. There's a lot of things that I plan to get after, you know, since the beginning of this year. A lot of personal stuff, but career-wise as well, because as you guys know, I've been a wireless engineer for quite a while now, and it's time to deepen some knowledge. You know, it's time to really, it's time to really go after some things, get more familiar with just network design, period. Ooh, goodness. Sorry, I'm drinking this dang protein shake and it got me burping. Please show the outside view. Outside view of what? What? Outside? Let's see. What, the outside view of my car? I don't know. I don't know what you want to see. to your specific, just look at me. But anyways, what's up with you guys, man? What have you guys been getting after? What certifications do you guys have on your bucket list? Good morning. Good morning, Shannon. How you doing? Long time no see. Long time no see. Hopefully you've been well. Studying for CCNA. What resources for the CCNA? Okay, I'm gonna go with the, and that's not typical, but it's been some of the most beneficial study material that I've been able to use when studying for the CCNA. It was, first I did the CBT Nuggets course, which is really good because the CBT Nuggets course got labs, and you're able to, like, in the event that you can't afford lab equipment, CBT Nuggets allow you to do labs. You know, they go over everything. They go over some of the topics that they're really going to cover, like, you know, routing, OSPF, yeah, GRP, all that good stuff, and boson test questions, or practice exams, boson practice exams, and CBT Nuggets and their labs. If you do those, I can almost guarantee that you'll get the CCNA if you really study hard. There is a rumor about a new CCNP wireless core. Really? Well, thank God I got the CCNP already in wireless, because, yeah, wireless is a bit of a rabbit hole. Like, networking is one thing, but wireless, man, with anchor controllers and decibels and signal strength and negative 80 dBm, and I can talk about wireless and it can sound like a whole nother language. But yeah, I wonder how they plan on doing that. Like, really, because I mean, 2 of the CCNP wireless certification concentrations are in one book. So, I mean, there's a lot about wireless that could be talked about, but not enough to where they could create a core. At least I don't think, you know. But who knows? You know, maybe my understanding of wireless isn't nearly as deep as, you know, I think it is. And I can always learn more. Speaking of which, the CCNP wireless implementation concentration has been something that I've been on and off studying, you know, which is really dope. But let's see. All right, I finally hit a red light so I can look at what y'all saying. Jeremy, IT Labs, and CCN Packet Tracer Lab book. Should I get the official book? Nah, you don't need the official book. I mean, yeah, you can. You could get the official book, because one thing that the official cert guides have always done for me is they've always helped me fill in the blanks. Like, when you hear somebody else interpret their own idea of how to approach a particular subject, you know, sometimes it's a hit or miss. Jeremy's always really been good at, you know, explaining it in a way for me to understand. But on some of those deeper topics that required a little bit more extra elbow grease, I use the official cert guide so I can slowly comb through it myself and you know, try to fill in the blanks and connect all the dots. So yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be that expensive. What is it, like 30-40 bucks? Shouldn't be that expensive. Yeah, I'd say get the cert guide, and then on top of that, you can just keep it as a resource, you know, for after, let's say you get the job that you want, and you can always use it, you know, to refer back to when it comes to touching up on some of those topics that you tend to forget, because that's what I do, to be completely honest. My Google foo is phenomenal. Like, spanning tree protocol, like there's things that I forget. Whatever you don't use, you lose. So having that official cert guide will help you prevent, muscle atrophy or mental atrophy, or how I'm gonna put it. But yeah, 13 folks. Hey man, how y'all doing? If you can give me 5 likes at least. I only got 1 right now, at least I think. But anyways, let's see. Yes. All right, cool beans. But yeah, no man, I've been just trying to get my life in order. If I could give you a frame of reference of what I've been trying to do, if any of you guys are rap fans, Kendrick Lamar. Remember how Kendrick Lamar just up and disappeared for like 5 years in order to try and get his together? And everybody was wondering what was going on with him, what was wrong with him. And he was in therapy, he was working on fixing his family and all this other stuff. I feel like I've been doing that same thing over the course of the last 1.5 to 2 years. I've been really trying to figure myself out, really trying to just get better at everything. Because one thing I'll tell you guys is that, I put so many eggs in the basket when it came to my career that I was starting to neglect the person that I was. And I was starting to build some really bad habits. And so I've spent this last year very slowly fixing these things. Do you think CBT Nuggets is better than Jeremy IT Labs? Yes. Yes, and that's just me being biased, because I used CBT Nuggets for like a solid 3 years. When it came to the CCNA, when it came to Security Plus, when it came to the CCNP Encore. So I'm a little biased, but the one very beneficial thing about CBT Nuggets is they provide a lab environment for you. That lab environment was golden, because of course, after learning it and hearing it from somebody else's perspective, you get to do it. And you don't have to pay for equipment. I mean, you pay for the CBT Nugget subscription, but outside of that, you don't have to pay for, you don't have to buy any switches. You don't have to heat up your living room or heat up a closet with a bunch of switches and routers running. You get to, oh, okay, nice. You get to really dive into the work without it, costing too much. So personally, I think CBT Nuggets. And that's if you're going for the CCNA specifically. I can't remember if they had labs for, no, they didn't. I don't think they had labs for the Encore, at least last time I checked. The platform has changed quite a bit over the past year or two. Because I remember I purchased a month membership, which like, what is it, like 60 or 80 bucks for a friend. And I was like, hey man, if IT is where you want to go, if this is what you really want to learn, use this platform. And so I got the membership form, and then when I went to the platform, I'm like, this is so different. What is this? This is not what I'm used to. And so ain't no telling what has changed when it comes to the, the CCNA or the CCNP or whatever it is that you're studying for. Oh, this is nice, man. I appreciate you guys for stopping in, get me talking this morning. But yeah, hit me with any questions, man. Any questions at all. It could be about anything. This is just us kicking it for the next 10 minutes before I get to work. Ask me about anything. Man, look, yeah, I had a lot of personal stuff going on, man. And I explained it a little bit earlier if you didn't hear it, but long story short, I had to really work on me. Instead of trying to save the world, I had to try and save myself, and unbuild bad habits and really kind of center myself, because it was starting to, my bad habits were really starting to affect my career. It was starting to affect my my personal life. And yeah, I had to get it all in order. Being so career forward, like I said, I started to neglect myself, and I started to neglect others and be mean and bitter and just a sourpuss, so I finally feel like I'm in a place to where I can be authentic again, versus trying to fake it or trying to force it or doing it prematurely. I made about 1.5 years ago, but I was still going through things. And I think we're over that hill. I appreciate that. Appreciate that with you. I'm doing what I can, man. To be completely honest, you guys have held me down in a way that I can't even explain. You guys have poured into me at times where, you know, I felt like I had nobody else. And I made one short maybe about 1 year ago. And it was just me driving and just playing some stuff. And you guys got to saying all these nice things and pouring into me and telling me that I affected you guys' life in a positive way. And man, that's all anybody can ever do. And that's all anybody can ever want, is to just positively affect someone. And, you know, if that's what I did for you, man, look, then my job is done. You know, and all I can do is just keep motivating you guys as much as you guys motivate me. Because, yeah, man, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me trying to be something for you guys and me trying to be transparent and let you guys know that you guys can make it. You guys can make it. You guys can win. You can become everything you want to in a good 2 to 3 years of hard work. And I'm a C student. And I was able to knock this out. So if I could do it, I know for dang sure y'all can. Yes, sir. I am going to keep going. I appreciate that. You know, hope all the power and love to you, man. All the power and love to you. Keep grinding, keep fighting. It ain't over. That's one thing that I've had to learn. It ain't never over. There's always some work that can be done. There's always something that you can fix or get better at. Man, these people can't drive. 5 likes. Appreciate y'all. That's a lot more than I've gotten in the past year. 5 likes is plenty. Goodness. I'm thinking about going back to the private sector. I think I might be a little tired of working as a contractor for the government. I can't record and show you guys as many things as I want to, or at least I used to. Back when I was on the help desk, I used to have my phone in the office. I used to record me taking calls. I used to do all that, man. And I think that's one of the things that's crippling my content a little, is because I'm a show and tell kind of guy. You know, I'm a hands-on learner, and I'm a show and tell kind of guy. I'd rather show you what I'm doing versus just telling you what I'm doing, you know, because I could be blowing smoke. Oh, 1 second, let me make this left. I'm about to get on base, so give me a moment. Oh, come on, man. I'm taking this one. All right, there we go. All right. Let me see. Yeah, it's been a while, man. Yeah. No, one day at a time, one task at a time. You know, as I tell myself and as my fiance tells me. Yeah, and that's the thing too. But yeah. Goodness. I want to go to the private sector, man, but I just got to find a gig that's gonna be good enough to replace, you know, this wireless network engineer position that I'm in now. Because, you know, private sector, the interesting thing about the private sector that I've noticed over the years is that they'll expose you to everything technology wise, but the pay isn't there. And with the government, they're usually about 5 to 7 years behind sometimes when it comes to technology. And that's, I don't like that. All right, hold on 1 second. How's it going, sir?
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Terrible. How are you?
Hey, got the real though. All right, have a good one, sir.
Take care. Have a good one.
You too.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Goodness. Welcome. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for the past